If I open the door now, I'll flood the place. Oh my gosh, the room is moving! Weird symbols. Maybe knowing what that snake symbol means will help me figure out what the others mean. Mercury's all covered up.
Nancy, I'm so afraid. Someone just sent me this horrid message. Look at this.
This house is now mine, so of this be warned. Thou hast angered me and shall soon be gone.
Now look on the other side. That symbol is a rune. Right side up, it means protection like a shield. But there, it's upside down. It means I'm in danger.
I wouldn't take this seriously, Jane. Someone in this house is up to no good, and I'm determined to find out who it is.
Are you really? I mean, none of these weird things started happening until you came to Blackmoor. How do I know it's not you who's behind all this?
I think you can trust me.
I think not. I don't think I can trust anyone right now. I wish I'd never come back to this place. It's old and cold, and I hate it. And I just don't want to be here.
I know you're upset, but please, you have to trust me. I'm on your side. Do you happen to know what the symbol of a snake eating its own tail means?
Never heard of that.
I should get going.
Bye.
Tell me about Albert.
He was very mysterious, and the people of Blackmoor were afraid of him because he knew all these scientific things. No one knows much about him, though.
Tell me about Edmund.
He was into cows. He did a lot of breeding of cows and sheep and got some kind of award from the king.
Who was Charles?
Charles was a famous judge and wrote very important books on law. But his boy, Garrett, drowned while he was really young.
Who was Gillian?
She married the Duke of Ballingsford, but she stayed at Blackmoor to raise her son Thomas, who inherited the estate when his grandfather Charles died.
What can you tell me about Eleanor?
Just that she was burned as a witch, but it wasn't true, and her father, James, died when he saw her die, and then the family fled to France. I don't want to talk about this.
Who was Edward?
He lived in France with his father, Le Comte de Roquefort. He was very interested in languages and translated books from Greek and Latin.
Who was Virginie?
She was married to the Duke of Barrowbold and died in the Great Fire of London.
Tell me about Corbin.
I don't know. He doesn't have a coat of arms in the Great Hall because he didn't live here. Wasn't even a British subject, that's all I know.
And Philippe?
He made a fortune in the New World and bought back most of the lands that were confiscated by Cromwell.
Tell me about Richard.
He died in Waterloo fighting against Napoleon.
Tell me about Edward, the one from the 19th century.
He was a big explorer and went all over the world. He wasn't very close with his son, who was also an explorer. They'd only see each other by chance in weird remote places like Samarkand and Walla Walla.
Tell me about Brigitte, the one born in 1759.
She never married and was bonkers for astronomy. She adopted her sister's son, Richard, who later got killed at Waterloo.
Who was Malachi?
He was a doctor of medicine and did a lot of research on icky skin diseases. Happily, I'm blessed with perfect skin.
Who was John, the one who was born in 1873?
He was this huge naturalist and did a lot of exploration in the Amazon. I think there's a plant named after him. Or maybe a monkey, I forget.
What do you know about Letitia?
Loves plants, hates noise. You can ask her about it. She's usually in the conservatory with her plants.
Who was Rachel?
She died in France during the war. I guess she worked for the French resistance.
Wow, Catherine sure lived for a long time.
She lived the longest of any Penvillain. I hope I live that long, but not if I'm all, like, creaky and cranky.
Boar's Head, this is Tommy.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. I'd like to order some food.
Sure, we've got some loop-de-loop bangers and mash, Pinky and Perky and a dog's eye, and they're all Robin Hood.
Bangers and mash.
Rightio, Uncle Fred and Johnny Rudder?
No, thank you.
All right then, we'll come round and leave it at your Rory. Baked potato.
Please, just take it away.
But how can you expect to feel better if you don't eat properly?
And from now on, just bring me what I asked for.
A healthy digestive system cannot do without roughage, you know.
Yes, Mrs. Drew.
Ah!
Interesting. Looks like some sort of charm. Yuck. Did you order this meat?
I told you, I get hungry. Now go away.
Hi, Linda. I'll be going now.
Seen? The well is filled up again. It's very curious, but quite wonderful.
Why did you put that charm above Linda's door?
What? I fail to see why that is any of your concern. But if you must know, I was only trying to help Linda. Oh, I am at a loss as to what to do about her. A complete loss. Sometimes extraordinary situations require extraordinary measures. I thought that perhaps a charm would help. Whatever it is that's plaguing that poor thing.
Do you have any idea why Hugh and his first wife got divorced?
Well, that is quite an inappropriate question. But since you asked, Hugh and Renee did not heed my advice and ended up marrying ever so young. Far too young. People grow in strange ways as they get older, and all too often they grow in different directions. Jane was inconsolable after the divorce, but she's responded quite well, especially after Hugh remarried.
I think Ethel is trying to recruit Jane into some kind of secret society.
Oh, for heaven's sake, child. Where did you ever get such nonsense?
I saw Ethel and Jane performing this ritual in the Great Hall in the middle of the night.
Poppycock! A ritual in the middle of the night? Young lady, I will not abide such wild stories. Imagine Ethel Bossany recruiting my grandniece into some kind of secret society. Next thing you'll be saying Linda has been cursed by some roving spirit, or that we have ghosts prowling about.
Right. Well, I'm sorry for bothering you.
The pleasure is all mine, child.
Ah, there you are. I'm sorry to inform you that I shall soon be leaving Blackmoor. I just have a few things to take care of, and then I shall bid you adieu.
Why? Where are you going?
I have good reason to believe this place is genuinely haunted. There's no way I'm staying here 1 minute longer than I have to. Thankfully, I've finished most of my research and have enough to start my book.
Why is the statue of Mercury all covered up?
It was making me a bit, nervous. I just couldn't stand it looming over me like that, staring at me, watching my every move.
Do you know what the symbol of a snake eating its tail signifies?
The Ouroboros? It's a very old image and is usually associated with alchemy. You really do come up with the strangest questions, Nancy.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Tally-ho!
Looks like Mr. Mercury caught a chill. Check. Can't check that off yet. That's done. I'm finished with that. I'm finished with that. Check. Check. That's done. I haven't done that yet. Check. 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 I'm finished with that. I haven't done that yet. How about a hint?
Lulu hungry. Lulu want cake first.
Yeah, I know the drill. I'm going to bake another cake for Lulu, if that's okay.
Help yourself.
That must be the food I ordered. Bangers and mash, huh? Looks like sausages to me. Tommy's cooking is beginning to grow on me. I'm stuffed.
The time has come. Hello!
Lulu want a yummy cake?
Cake! Lulu want cake! Delicious!
I need a hint when it comes to what to do with that wand I got from the statue in the library.
The colors are key. So is the book. Give the dumb book a really good look.
Bye, bird.
Allez, bye-bye. Polly is a stupid bird. Polly is a stupid bird.
This looks like some kind of medieval forge. This looks like some kind of ancient mold. By pulling out different plugs, I can create different patterns in the mold. Looks like a chunk of metal. Keyhole. Whoa, sounds like the big guy out there just took a step. You're one big drink of water, aren't you? My dear initiate, Penelope Penvillin. Wow, this letter was written more than 200 years ago. Can't check that off till it's done. I haven't done that yet. That's done. looks like some winds are stronger than others. It sounds like air is going to the forge. Hello?
Hi, it's Ned.
Hey, Ned, what's up?
I could say I've been studying and needed a break, but the truth is I've been dying to hear from you. What's going on there?
What isn't going on here?
I'm listening.
Well, for one thing, I've discovered some kind of medieval alchemy lab.
Really? Where?
Under the manor, and I mean way under the manor. In fact, I may be the only one in this place who knows about it.
What's in it?
Well, I was hoping to find the fabled Pendleton treasure, but all there is in there is an old forge.
Forge? Isn't the thing you use to heat metal and make swords and stuff?
Right.
So what are you going to do now?
Well, actually, the forge looks like something I saw in the strange book Jane has in her room, which means I should probably check it out more thoroughly.
Probably hasn't been used for centuries.
That's the thing. It looks like it has been used recently. I mean, relatively recently. Certainly within the past 50 years or so.
What would someone be using a forge to make in this day and age?
There was also this big keyhole in the lab.
What about a key?
No key.
Well, there you go. Maybe that's what has to be forged.
The key that goes in that keyhole?
That'd be my guess.
I think Linda may be turning into the Beast of Blackmoor.
The Beast of Blackmoor?
In the 17th century, Eleanor Pendleton was rumored to have turned her husband into some kind of creature for discovering something that he shouldn't have. She was later executed for witchcraft. Anyway, while I was looking into her room through this peephole,
You were spying on her through a peephole?
No, well, sort of. Okay, so maybe I was. But the point is, I got a glimpse of her hand, and it was all hairy.
You're kidding me.
Frankly, it was pretty shocking. And if the rest of her is anything like her hand, well, it's no wonder she won't let anyone see her.
I'm sure there's a perfectly logical explanation. I have no idea what it could be, but I'm sure there is one.
I'll talk to you soon.
Just be careful over there.
The time has come for closing books.
Hi, Linda. Linda? I'll be going now. Can't check that off till it's done. That's done. Check.
Hi.
I should get going.
Bye.
Boar's Head, this is Tommy.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. I'd like to order some food.
Sure, we've got some loop-de-loop bangers and mash, Pinky and Perky in a dog's eye, and they're all Robin Hood.
I'd like some Pinky and Perky, please.
Good choice. Uncle Fred and Johnny Rudder?
You bet.
All right then, we'll come round and leave it at your Rory. Baked potato.
It's a game based on that children's book John Pendleton wrote.
Yes?
Goodbye.
Run along.
Huh, looks like Nigel forgot his laptop. That must be the food I ordered. Tommy's cooking is beginning to grow on me. That hit the spot.
Hugh Penvillin.
Hello, Mr. Penvillin. It's Nancy Drew again.
Yes, good to hear from you. I am a bit pressed for time, however.
Are you the one who hired Ethel to be Jane's tutor?
No, that was my aunt's doing.
Mrs. Drake?
Yes, she absolutely insisted. She said the Bossinies had been tutoring the Penvillins for centuries and that I was duty-bound to continue the tradition. She kept saying that it's what her brother would have wanted.
Her brother being Alan, your father?
Yes, and I must say I've been quite pleased with Ethel. She's a fine young woman, and Jane seems to enjoy her lessons, strange as they are.
What do you mean by strange?
Ethel demands that Jane study history, obscure history, Penvillin history. They discuss events that even I, as a direct descendant, find inconsequential, to say nothing of deadly dull.
Who's Uncle Roger?
That would be my ex-wife's brother.
Do you have any idea what he'd have in common with a guinea pig?
A guinea pig? Well, seeing as most guinea pigs are covered with hair and Roger's pate is rather sparsely populated, in my opinion, he would have nothing in common with a guinea pig, save perhaps its IQ. Why do you ask?
It's a long story. Do you remember the guinea pig Jane used to have?
Vaguely. As I recall, it spent most of its life hiding under the shoebox Jane had put in its cage. It was black, I think. Harmless fellow. Utterly useless, of course, but harmless.
What happened to him?
It passed away a year or two ago. I told Jane she was feeding him too much, but, well, at least the little bloke died happy.
What do you know about the secret passageways here at Blackmoor?
Only that they're hundreds of years old and are undoubtedly dangerously decayed. Jane has been ordered to stay out of them. Fortunately, it's highly doubtful she'll even figure out how to get in them.
How many passageways are there?
One or two, I suppose. I'm really not sure. I vaguely recall blundering into one when I was a child, but it was very dark and ended rather abruptly, and I found the whole experience to be rather unremarkable. When I told my father what I'd discovered, he merely shrugged, agreed that the passageways were dark, decrepit, and pointless, suggested that I stay out of them, and that was the end of it.
Are you aware that those columns in the Great Hall can be opened up?
The columns in the Great Hall open up. Why on earth would they do that?
I'm not sure yet.
And more to the point, what do the columns in the Great Hall have to do with Linda?
I'm not sure about that either.
My mother-in-law's counting on you to find out what's wrong with Linda. I'm counting on you. Linda's counting on you. I do hope you won't allow yourself to get distracted.
It was nice talking to you.
Do keep me posted.
She's probably sleeping.
this is Tommy.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. I'd like to order some food.
Sure, we've got some loop-de-loop bangers and mash, Pinky and Perky and a dog's eye, and they're all Robin Hood.
Can I have the dog's eye?
That'll make me Gooseberry right proud. Uncle Fred and Johnny Rudder?
No, thank you.
All right then, we'll come round and leave it at your Rory. Baked potato!
I'm afraid we're busy.
You're gonna need a bigger bowl. Polly is a stupid bird. Hello! Stupid bird.
How about a hint?
Lulu hungry. Lulu want cake first.
Yeah, I know the drill.
Je suis tu et il est. Good again.
Wonder what this is. This lens is supposed to go into a telescope that sits on a tripod. Can't check that off yet. Check. I haven't done that yet. Something fits in here, but what?
Puero.
I don't want to
puero,
disturb
puero.
them.
What does puer mean?
Puer means boy.
Hi, Linda. I'll be going now. That must be the food I ordered. Tommy's cooking is beginning to grow on me. I'm stuffed. What was that?
Hi.
Jane, did there used to be a telescope in my room?
I took it outside to look at the stars. But if you want it back, you'll have to play a game with me.
I knew you were going to say that. Okay, what's the game?
Let's see how quick your reflexes are. I'll time you. If you get the puzzle done in time, I'll return the telescope. If not, then you'll have to try again. On your mark, get set, go! Five minutes. Four minutes.
There.
You won. Good show. I'll put the telescope back in your room first chance I get.
Do you want to play a game?
That would be lovely. Which game would you like to play? I have a fun astronomy game. Look inside the chest over there and pick a game. My great aunt said it's a hope chest, so I put my games in there in the hope someone would come over to play. We can play Bull, Constellation Match, Petroglyph Punch, Skull and Bones, and I also have a jigsaw puzzle.
You sure have a lot of games.
I love games. I want to make computer games when I grow up.
Feel like playing Skull and Bones?
You go first.
Do you have any spiders?
Nada. Do you have any skulls?
Sorry. Do you have any bones?
Go dig. Do you have any skulls?
Go dig. Do you have any spiders?
Go dig. Do you have any zombies?
All yours. You got a match. Good for you.
Would you happen to have any ghosts?
All yours.
Do you have any skulls?
Go dig. Do you have any tombstones?
Here you go.
Do you have any bats?
Sorry. Do you have any coffins?
Afraid not. Do you have any bones?
Here you go.
Do you have any witches?
Here you go.
Do you have any spiders?
Nada. Do you have any skulls?
Afraid not. Do you have any haunted houses?
Here you go.
Do you have any bats?
Here you go.
I got a match. Do you have any tombstones?
Go dig.
I got a match.
Do you have any skulls?
Afraid not. A match? You're doing great. Do you have any bones?
Sorry. Do you have any coffins?
All yours.
Do you have any skulls?
You're going to have to go dig. Do you have any witches?
Here you go.
I got a match. Do you have any bones?
Go dig. Do you have any skulls?
All yours.
Do you have any coffins?
Get out your shovel. Do you have any tombstones?
Sorry.
That's a match.
Any bones?
All yours. You got a match. Good for you.
Do you have any skulls?
Afraid not. You got a match. Good for you. Do you have any tombstones?
Dig.
That's a match.
Do you have any coffins?
I win.
Good show! You beat me!
I should get going.
Bye.
I'm finished with that. That's done. Check. Looks like a piece is missing. Scratch marks, like something was trying to get into my room. Cool! There are symbols in that mural that I couldn't see before. It stopped working. I need something to wind it up.
Yes?
Do you believe that Blackmoor Manor is haunted?
No, of course not. I've lived here for many, many years, and I can tell you without a doubt that absolutely no ghosts walk these halls. An occasional odd creak here and there, yes, but no ghosts. But I do sometimes wonder if those who have passed away remain with us, lingering on. I miss my brother terribly, and I sometimes wonder if he is in some way still here.
I'd like to play the card machine in the Great Hall, but it's broken.
It's not broken. I removed its crank, as it was proving to be too much of a distraction for Jane. I suppose I could see where it's gone to. But in the meantime, be a dear and do something for me, would you?
Like what?
Do you see that hodgepodge of plants over there? They're my prize seedlings. I had them perfectly arranged in that box, so I could easily move them about to catch the light. Unfortunately, Jane took all of them out when I wasn't looking, and now for the life of me I cannot get them back in the box so that they all fit. Why don't you give it a try while I see about that crank? If we both succeed, we shall both be happy, if you catch my meaning. Remember, they must all fit in that box!
There! I need something to wind it up.